up, everybody? It is Ben Teaches Tech here with another tech tutorial, and in this tutorial I'm going to be showing you guys how to generate images using ChatGPT. Now, you have all probably heard of ChatGPT. You probably all used it within the last while. It's been out there a while. It's AI. Everybody's been using AI lately, so everybody probably knows about this platform. Alright, just like we know about Google Gemini and Microsoft Copilot, they are all AI chatbot platforms, right? So, in this video, I'm going to show you guys how to generate images with the number one AI platform, which is ChatGPT, which was like the first, biggest, main one. Okay, so this one has gotten a lot better. I know in the past it has made mistakes. In the past it has done a lot of things that didn't make sense, but it is learning. It's starting to get a little bit better. Okay, so I'm going to show you how to do this. So you got to be logged into your ChatGPT account to be able to use images. So you got to be able to be logged in to generate images. If you're not, it will say please log in to generate images. I've tried doing it without logging in and it would not let me, so that's why. Okay, but before I actually show you, there are 3 things that I need you to do. They are all free. Can you believe it? First one, subscribe, like the video, and turn on post notifications so that you do get notified when I upload a new video. Okay, so why would you want to get notified? Because I know some people subscribe, but they don't hit the bell button. Why? Okay, the reason behind that is because when I upload a new video, when I upload a new short, when anything like that happens, you will get a notification to your phone letting you know Ben Teaches Tech has uploaded a new video. Ben Teaches Tech has uploaded a new short. Go check it out. Okay, so it's going to give you a little reminder. Oh, he uploaded a new video. I should go check it out. Okay, so that's why I want you to hit that bell notification so that you do get notified for that. Okay? You don't have to, but I would really like it as it does help my channel. Okay? So please do those 3 things. Please. Alright? So, first thing that you're going to want to do is we are going to do 2 image generations today. One simple one and one like more advanced, detailed one. Okay, and I'm going to tell you why we're doing 2 of them in a second. Okay, but I want to let you know that you can upgrade to ChatGPT. But here is the thing with generating images, and this is the thing that bothers me. This is the thing that I wish they didn't do. Is you can only have a specific amount of images that you can generate each day. Now, the reason behind that is, of course, because they want to make money, and of course because they want you to upgrade. But you can only have 5 to 8 images generated right now before it says you have to upgrade to Plus in order to generate more images today, or you have to wait tomorrow at 10 o'clock or something to generate more images. And I hope we don't get to that point, but we'll see. Okay. So first thing that you're gonna want to do to generate. Okay, sorry about that. Generate is that you're gonna want to go right here where it says what's on the agenda today. Right below it, you'll see a bar here that says ask anything. You're gonna click on that, and now this is where you're gonna put in your prompt of what you want the AI, what you want the robot, what you want ChatGPT to do. Okay. So I already have the prompt, okay? And the prompt that I'm going to use is this. Generate an image of a poodle in a soccer field. Now, that is not super detailed, but it's also not weak saying generate an image of a poodle. Okay, but because what is it supposed to put in the background? What else is it supposed to include in the image? So I started with generate an image of a poodle in a soccer field. So that gives AI a detail saying, okay, he wants to generate an image. He wants to include a poodle on the image, and he wants the poodle to be in a soccer field. So that is giving the AI an idea, okay, this is what I want the AI to do. So this is the prompt. Now you're going to see right next to that, there is a think button. And you can see that right now it's gray, meaning that I have not clicked on it. That's going to give it a more deep response, where the picture could be better quality. It takes a little bit longer to generate because it is thinking more about what you have put in the prompt. Now, if you do not select think and you do it, it's still going to turn out very good. It's still going to be good quality and everything. But maybe it just isn't going to think as hard. Or maybe it's just not going to be like as deep of like an image, if that makes sense. It's not going to be like bad. It's not going to be like average. It's going to be very good. But if you turn on think, you're just looking for like a better response. So even if you don't use it, you're not going to get a bad response. You're going to get a good response. It's just if you put think on, think of it kind of like a grading scale. If you don't use think, you're getting like maybe like an A. But if you put on think, you're getting like an A plus. So you're still getting like a pretty good, decent image. But if you turn on think, you might get a tiny bit of like a better image because it's going to think a little bit more and maybe give you better quality. Okay? If you think something else that I didn't think of for that option for think, please leave it down in the comment below, as I would love in the comments below, because I would love to know what you guys think the think button does. But that's what I think. It kind of gives you like a smarter answer. All right. So I'm going to turn that off, but we'll use think in the next one when we do like a more detailed one, because when we do a more detailed one, I like to turn on think because then it will think more about all the detailed stuff. But we'll talk about that when we do that one. But we're going to do generate an image of a poodle in a soccer field, and we are going to click this send prompt blue button right next to this dictate like microphone thing. So we're going to click send prompt. Now this can take, because it was not a very detailed response, I'm going to say this is going to take anywhere from 15 seconds to a minute or two. Okay, if you do a detailed response, that can take like 30 seconds up to a couple minutes. So it all depends. And if you use the think button, that's where it's going to take a little bit longer. Probably up to like 45 seconds to like 5 minutes maybe, depending on, okay, maybe not 5 minutes, that was a little dramatic, but maybe like 3 minutes or so, depending on how detailed it is. And boom, there it is. So you can see there is the image. Now, sometimes you'll generate the image, and right under it, they will ask you a question. What do you want the next one to be, as a way of having you generate more images? Now, you do not have the answer to this if you don't want to, but you can, and it will generate another one based on whatever the question they asked you. Okay, but you can see here is the one they generated. Now, it looks pretty good, right? It looks very good. It gives you the soccer field, the goalie, a scoreboard, people even in the background, bleachers, a soccer ball. So it's pretty cool. You can see there's the poodle. So it did a pretty good job. Now, there's two buttons here. We have edit on the bottom left of the image, and then on the bottom right of the image, we have this button. Now, the edit button, what that's going to do is it's the same thing as if you just click on the image. It's going to give you 4 different options. You can comment on the image to add a comment. You can remove the background, which is going to remove everything besides like the dog, his jersey, and maybe the soccer ball. You can erase specific things in the image, or you can resize. So if we click comment, this is where you can click anywhere on the image and describe changes and stuff like that. You can remove the background by clicking that, and what that's going to do is that's going to automatically generate like a prompt for you that's going to remove the background. And you can also edit the prompt and stuff even if it is still doing the image. But because we remove the image because we removed the background, it is going to regenerate the image without including the background. But we'll get back to that in a second. And then you can click here to erase only specific parts of the image. And then you can also click this to resize the image as well. Now up top here, on the top right, you'll see there's this button right here next to like this download button. That is where you can copy the link to this to send other people. You can share it on X, LinkedIn, Reddit, or you can download it to your phone, your computer, anything like that. Everything that I'm basically showing in this video, you can do on your phone. You can if you have the ChatGPT app or you're on the ChatGPT website and you are logged in, okay, let me make that clear, you have to be logged in, you will be able to generate images and stuff like that. You do not have to be on a desktop or a PC or a Mac or a computer to be able to do this, okay? I'm just doing it on here because it's easier for me. Okay, I do have the ChatGPT app, but I'm not going to make another video on it because it does the exact same thing. Alright? So if we go to the top left, there's like an X that's going to close out of the image. But you can see, because I did a pretty, like, the remove the background thing, you can see it's taken a little while to do it because it says like one last tweak and this and then it's still generating. So it does take a little bit longer than what the first image that we generated, because we asked it to remove the background, because it has to remove everything besides the poodle and maybe the soccer ball. So it does take a little bit while, and you can see, boom, there's the poodle and there's the soccer ball. So you can see it removed everything, and it's transparent. You can see on the bottom there with this pause and stuff. So then you can download that as well. So if you go to the bottom, right here, bottom of the image, this is how you can click this to download the image, as well, by clicking there to download it. So that's how you can download the image to your computer or to your phone. Alright, so now if we want to, for example, on here, if we want to, you can literally, if you go to the bottom right now and you click ask anything, you can say, like, for the first image, remove the scoreboard but keep everything else. It will remove the scoreboard for you. So you literally ask it anything. If you don't want the dog to have the jersey on, if you want the number 7 to be 15 or something, it can be even so small of having, don't have the soccer ball, don't have the goalie, don't have the people in the background, don't have the play hard, bark loud sign. So it's all depending on what you want. It will listen, it will do everything that you want, just like it did with this one. Okay? So now what we are going to do is I'm going to show you how to do it with a more detailed one. So I'm going to go up to the top left, and I'm going to click New Chat, right under the ChatGPT sign, okay, or logo, or text, or whatever it is, okay? Now I'm going to generate a little bit of a larger one. Now this one is going to have multiple things. I already, on the side here, already have the 2 prompts waiting for me, the one that we did, and a little bit of the longer one. So you don't have to see me type all the way. But this is the second one. Okay, it says generate an image of a scorecard for golf. This golf course has 9 holes, and the scorecard should have 5 players that can play on it. Make sure the players can put their names on the scorecard. The course name is Ben's Golf Course. Use only the colors orange, gray, black, and green. So what that means is I even said only use these specific colors. Now, because of how detailed this is, and because of how much work I'm telling it to do, I want to turn on Think, because that is going to get you a smarter answer. So if I turn that on, it's going to give you a little pop-up that says Get Smarter Answers. Give ChatGPT more thinking power for smarter answers to your most complex questions. Now, I wouldn't say this is really complex. I would say this is more like advanced or more detailed. So you can also upgrade to Plus for research-grade intelligence, but I'm not going to do that because I don't need to, okay? But I'm going to just click the Turn On button, and you can see Get a Smarter Thing is now blue, meaning that it is turned on. Now, because Think is turned on, it might take a little bit longer to generate a response or generate an image, just because of all the stuff that you have put on here, how detailed it is, and that you have turned that on. Okay, but once you have your prompt open and done, if you want to actually go on chatgpt.com right now to do this with me, you can. Just go to your search bar, type in chatgpt.com, or go to ChatGPT and open it and log in, and you could do this exact prompt with me, and you could do this with me if you would like. Okay, but this is how you do it. So once I'm satisfied with my prompt and I think it's good, you can either turn on and off Think. I'm going to turn it on, like I said, and then I'm going to click on the Send Prompt blue button. Now this is going to take anywhere from 45 seconds up to a couple minutes because of how detailed it is and because I've turned on the Think button. Alright, so I will catch back with you once it is done, and I'll let you know how long it takes. Alright, so you can see, boom, it did it. So now you can see here, generate an image, we got the prompt up here, and now we have our image. So you can see it did what I told it to do. It said Ben's Golf Course, it named it when I told it to name it. It gave myself like a cool little logo and some other cool art and stuff, and you can see it did the hole 1 through 9. Par, handicap, here's where you can put the 5 players' names, and you get the scorecard, and you even get a little bit of like a grass border on the bottom. So you can see how cool and how good of a job it did. Now, for example, if I am like, okay, I don't really want the handicap to be on there, I can literally go to Ask Anything and say, take out the handicap row. Okay, and it will do it for me. Okay, but here is a good thing to know. Let me get rid of this ad. I don't know why it's there. Hide this ad. There we go. Alright, and you will see now it says you're out of image creations for now. This is the part that bothers me and that I do not like. It says upgrade your plan to continue or wait for more tomorrow at 9:53 a.m. That is because apparently after 3 or 5 images or so, you're out of image creation. So it goes that quick to get out of image creation. So you got to be careful and mindful at how much that you generate. Okay, because now I cannot generate any more until tomorrow. Now, even if I try and I say remove handicap row from image, it will not let me because I am out of enough. You can see right there. You've hit the free plan limit for image generation through requests. You can create more images when the limit resets in 23 hours and 50 minutes. So you can see right there that I cannot generate any more images with the free version. But if you do upgrade, there's like an upgrade button at the bottom or somewhere right there, upgrade to plus. If you click on that, you will be able to have more image creation abilities, and you will not have limited images. Okay, so just keep that in mind. It is $20 a month, which is a little steep. So only do that if you're planning on using ChatGPT like every day or every other day, okay? But I'm not going to upgrade because this is just a demo account that I'm using for this video, okay? So that is how you do it. You can see right here, once we have generated it, we do have the edit tools again with comment, remove the background, erase, resize, all the stuff that we did before. And then right here, to the right of that on the bottom of the image, we have the download button, so we can download this image to your computer or your phone, and then you can upload it to like socials and then also copy the link. So very similar to what we had before, but this is how you do it with like a more detailed response and when you have the think tool turned on, the think button turned on. Alright, I hope this helped. If it did help you, please let me know in the comments below. If you have any questions, please leave those in the comments below. And with that being said, it's Ben Teaches Tech, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.